Hello everyone, thanks for tuning back into my channel. My name is Nakia and I am a licensed practical nurse. And as you can see from the title, I will be displaying about how I transitioned from a certified medical assistant to a new grad licensed practical nurse. So I do have my little notes. As you all know, I love my little blue notepad. It is so handy. And I have a lot of things written down here so that I won't miss or skip anything. So just a little background, I was a certified medical assistant for 10 years. I started the program in 2010 and it was a 2-year program. So I finished in May of 2012. I began working as soon as I finished the medical assisting degree, and I worked with my certified medical assisting for 11 years. It was a very fun career. I've learned a lot. I cannot kid you guys on how much information I have learned so far, and I do not regret my road of education, because those 11 years that I was a certified medical assistant, I would not trade it for anything. Because speaking for me, if I had not become a medical assistant prior to becoming a licensed practical nurse, I probably will be lost. So do not let anyone try to down talk you or belittle you from your path of education, because guys, I am so thankful for my road that I have become a licensed practical nurse. So 2010 is where I began my schooling of medical assisting. I finished in 2012. And right after that, I hit the ball running. I've always been an outpatient medical assistant, and to this day, I still do outpatient clinic. I love it. And as you guys know, I do have a video on that. So if you want to just pause this one and go back to that one, you can, especially if you're new. But if you are not new to my channel, you guys know my journey. So, like I said, it was a 2-year program. And if somebody is new to the medical field, I'm going to explain a little bit about what a certified medical assistant can do. So a certified medical assistant is a professional who assists the nurses, all of the physicians in various procedures. Let's take it from the top. So as soon as a patient checks in, we, of course, when you're calling the patient back, you gotta have 2 patient identifiers, and that's typically the name and the date of birth. So you gotta make sure you're bringing back the right patient. So once you bring the patient back, you wanna take them into the exam room or the intake room, and that's where you're going to get all of the necessary vitals, like blood pressure, pulse, heart rate, temperature, all the good stuff. And then you're going to insert that into whatever electronic medical system that you use. Like me personally, I've used Epic. I love Epic. It's the best that I've used so far. So you're going to take all that necessary information and put it into the system. And then you're just acquiring all the necessary information for the doctor to see once the doctor comes in to see the patient. So alongside with that, getting all the necessary vitals, you assist the doctor with various procedures, and it's all based on what specialty you're in. So speaking for me, in a pediatric or family medicine or internal medicine, we help with, a lot of immunizations, various injections. You help with like pap smears. You help with prostate exams. And with prostate exams, you're probably just in the room as a witness. Make sure nothing out of the ordinary goes on. You're just being basically a chaperone. You help with EKGs. You help with hearing and vision screens. The list just goes on and on and on. But in other words, you're just assisting with various procedures. And you can just go online and just Google what a CMA does, and you'll get a long, extensive list of all of our responsibilities. So a certified medical assistant is a very handy asset in the hospital setting, in the clinic setting. CMAs pretty much can work in every outpatient clinic. If they do work in a hospital, it's like the specialty clinics within that hospital. I don't know or haven't heard of any certified medical assistants are able to work like in ER or labor and delivery. You know, that's basically maybe like a certified nursing assistant, which I am that as well. But the responsibilities and the duties are kind of limited for a medical assistant to actually work in the hospital in those higher positions. So, when I was also in my medical assisting program, we only had to do an externship. And that externship was basically the very last semester of the program. And of course, I chose peds, and that's where I fell in love with pediatrics. So that was the year 2012, the very last semester, which began in January, and it was through May. So we had to have a certain amount of hours in that particular clinic. And that way you get the feel of if that specialty is for you. And of course it was, and I've loved it ever since. And I'm trying my best to get back to it. But I'll save that for a later video. So that's one main difference of the medical assisting program versus the nursing program. You know, of course, the nursing program, you had clinicals in each semester, but externship was only for the medical assisting, at least for my program. And that was the very last semester of the program. And that was, I can't remember right off the top of my head, but it was a certain amount of hours that we had to reach. And then we are checked off and ready to graduate. Now, as far as my LPN, that was just a 1-year program. It was an accelerated program, 3 semesters. It started in the fall, so it went fall, spring, and then summer. So I began in August of 21. We graduated in May of 22, and we got pinned in July of 22. And then, of course, you know, guys, I passed the NCLEX on my second attempt, and that was in December. I passed it on the 17th, and I became licensed on the 20th of December. So, guys, that from a certified medical assistant to a CNA and then to an LPN, guys, I have accumulated a lot of learning material, great skills, and a lot of responsibilities, especially for when I became an LPN. Guys, it's like night and day. Even though certified medical assistants and LPNs do have a lot of similarities, the main difference of being an LPN is the responsibilities and the direct patient care. So say for instance, like where I'm working at now, I work in an asthma and allergy clinic. So I particularly work in a shot room. So my duties and my responsibilities are to make sure that I'm giving the right amount of the injection that the patient should be getting. And then once they are done receiving that injection, I have to monitor them while they're waiting in that waiting room. So the responsibility for an LPN is a lot. It's a lot. And I love it. You know, I love what I do, and I'm going to save that for another video too, detailing exactly what I do in my clinic. So also with being an LPN, there are a lot of judgment calls, you know, like say for instance, if someone has an allergic reaction, you know, I have to be there and I have to know what to do. Well, of course the doctors are there too, but still that's my patient, you know, I gave that patient that injection, so I should know what to give, you know, and you know, how everything else is planned out. So that's going to be another great video that's coming to you guys, hopefully one day next week. So guys, that is mainly everything that I have written down on my sheet as far as the transition from CMA to LPN. And like I said, guys, you know, I know everybody's journey is different. Everybody doesn't start in the nursing program a brand new nurse, and everybody doesn't come in with experience. So guys, it's basically how you take in or receive all of that information and how you apply it to your everyday responsibilities. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If there is anything that I missed or that I didn't answer from this video, please just shoot me a quick message in the description box. You guys know I always get back to you. And if there's anything else that you would like to see on this channel, please let me know and I will get to it right away. So guys, be blessed and be safe.